Hello and welcome. Are you ready to step into a world where time seems to stand still? Where nature doesn't just create beauty, but carves living wonders through millions of years of silent transformation? This is a journey to discover towering mountains reaching the sky, deep canyons echoing with voices from a distant past, where every breeze, every drop of water carries secrets that no one has fully told. What do you think, if the stones beneath your feet hold the memories of millions of years? As you cross the boundary between present and past, you're no longer just a bystander, but a witness to a living legend. Let your heart guide you to hear the whispers of nature. Are you ready? And then, the doors of wonder open before our eyes. A place where every cloud, every ray of sunlight seems to lead us to an untold story. Each landscape is not just a scene, but the silent marks of life, shaped through millions of years of transformation. Let me take you deeper into this journey, where beauty is not only to be seen, but to be felt, to be heard. You are standing before the gateway to nature's greatest wonders, where beauty isn't simply seen, it's carved. Over millions of silent, powerful years of transformation, mountains reach out like hands toward the heavens. Deep canyons echo the whispers of Mother Earth, stories buried beneath the surface. Every stream, every breeze carries a secret, a story left untold. And you are not just a witness, but a soul who stumbled into a living legend. Do you believe that nature is quietly rewriting history, a history not written in word, but in stone, in water, in light? Step in and let your heart lead the way. If this speaks to you, leave a like, share the journey, and subscribe to discover more of the magic hidden behind the mist of time. Let these natural wonders take you on a magical journey, where every step reveals something new and unexpected. The Danxia landform in China is a masterpiece of time and nature, with towering crimson cliffs and bizarre shapes sculpted by wind, rain, and countless years of erosion. From southeast to northwest, deep valleys and mysteriously shaped rocks paint an unforgettable portrait of Earth's creativity. These places hold not only immense geological value, but also cradle rare ecosystems, where ancient trees, moss, ferns, and wildflowers weave a lush green tapestry that wraps around the blazing red stone. Inside many caves, ancient Buddhist carvings remain, echoing sacred whispers from centuries past. Beneath those majestic red rocks lie traces of civilizations long forgotten. Ancient Buddhist carvings etched into stone whisper of times beyond memory. In 2010, 6 Danxia landform sites in China were recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites, confirming their global significance and timeless wonder. Now we move to South Korea, where Gyeongju National Park shelters over 1,000 animal species within its rich ecosystem. Spanning approximately 137 square kilometers, the park is crowned by Mount Namsan, rising proudly at 1,122 feet in the heart of the landscape. It offers a network of hiking trails, welcoming both beginners and seasoned climbers alike. With natural zones like Tohum and Danshaken, this is the perfect place for nature lovers seeking to explore South Korea's vibrant wilderness. Lake Natron, a crimson saltwater lake straddling the border of Tanzania and Kenya, not stained by blood, but painted by survival itself. With a pH between 10.5 and 12, its waters are nearly uninhabitable, yet this extreme environment gives birth to its surreal red hue thanks to blooming salt-loving bacteria. And here, against all odds, the lesser flamingo chooses to breed, a defiant symbol of life in the face of harshness, formed millions of years ago by volcanic forces. The lake is now a cauldron of acidic waters and strange minerals. Meanwhile, in Canada, lies Spotted Lake, a surreal salt lake that transforms each summer into a mosaic of green, yellow, and blue circles. Though it spans only 93 acres, it holds within it magnesium, sodium, and a palette of nature's most unusual design. The indigenous people call it Kilkes W, a sacred place of healing, where warring tribes once paused their battles to share its waters in ancient peace rituals. In the 20th century, its minerals were mined for ammunition. But today, the lake is preserved as a cultural heritage. No fish or plants dwell in its waters, yet salt-tolerant bacteria persist, and the surrounding desert shelters small foxes and migrating birds. Under sunlight, its mystical beauty emerges, shimmering like a silent whisper from the earth itself. Not far away, in Gansu, China, rise the rainbow mountains of Zhangye, a surreal wonder painted in waves of red, yellow, green, and more, formed over 24 million years ago. This landscape is the result of layered sandstone, minerals, and the tireless work of time. The Rainbow Mountains are not only stunning for their color, but for the millions of years it took to shape them, through erosion, wind, and tectonic motion. In 2010, Zhangye was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a living monument to geological time. Then we look up to the skies of the far north, where the aurora borealis, the northern lights, dances like celestial ribbons across the night. These magical curtains appear when charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's atmosphere, igniting gases into glowing waves of pink, green, blue, and violet. In the spiritual traditions of Arctic peoples, the lights are sacred. To the Inuit, they are flames from the souls of the dead. To the Sami, they are the spirits of ancestors watching over the land. Beyond their beauty, these lights help science glimpse the invisible forces connecting our world to the cosmos. If these wonders stirred something within you, leave a comment, drop a like, and share this journey with someone who still believes in the magic of our planet. And don't forget to subscribe, because there's still so much left to discover together. Like the Earth's giant eye staring silently at the sky. Croatia's eye lake reveals a deep central pit surrounded by a perfect ring of water. From above, it offers a mesmerizing and hypnotic sight. Its waters shift in color with the changing light and depth, creating breathtaking scenes all day long. Unlike any other lake in the world, its eye-shaped form feels alive, watching, waiting. Over thousands of years, natural geological forces and flowing water carved this mysterious shape into being. The crystal-clear water surrounding stones and gentle vegetation together form a peaceful, almost otherworldly landscape. And then, far across the ocean, lies Colombia's Caño Cristales, the river of 5 colors. Stretching over 62 miles, it bursts with radiant colors: red, yellow, green, orange. As if Earth itself painted a masterpiece with light and life. Caño Cristales in Colombia glows not with paint, but with life, where rare algae bloom only during the rainy season from May to November. In the dry months, the river rests, but with rain, colors awaken: red, yellow, orange, green, transforming the flow into a living masterpiece of seasons. Can you imagine? A river that changes its color like the turning pages of a story, each season painting a new chapter. This is a natural wonder found nowhere else on Earth. Caño Cristales is not just a destination, it's a rare, breathing miracle. Now, let us journey to Kamchatka, Russia, where Geyser Lake lies hidden like a turquoise gem amidst mountains and ancient forest. Its crystal waters shimmer, and from its depths rise hot columns of gas and steam, like the earth gently exhaling its mystery into the sky. Geyser Lake gleams with bright turquoise, like a gem awakened deep within the icy lands of Kamchatka. Surrounded by steaming hot springs, it forms a vivid, otherworldly scene that stuns the senses. This place holds more than beauty. It draws scientists exploring geothermal energy, where the Earth's breath rises from the depths. And then, we arrive in Ethiopia's Danakil Depression, Earth's lowest land point, 410 feet below sea level. It is also the hottest place on the planet, with temperatures soaring past 120 degrees Fahrenheit. At the crossroads of three tectonic plates, Danakil resembles another world. Vast salt flats stretch beside neon-colored springs in yellow, green, and red. Beside volcanoes with glowing lava lie rare lava lakes and endless salt fields, where locals still haul salt with camels just as their ancestors did. Despite the harshness, life endures, with camels, desert lizards, and heat-loving microbes that prove, even in fire, life finds a way. Like a cotton castle rising from the earth, the travertine terraces of Pamukkale in Turkey stretch across a square mile, formed over thousands of years by hot calcium-rich springs from 95 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. In sunlight, the turquoise waters shimmer, and at sunset, the white stone glows in warm orange light, creating a surreal dreamscape unlike any other. Beneath the surface, fallen Roman columns sleep in ancient pools, the limestone still shifting, the water still flowing. This castle is alive. Wild thyme, flowers, and sparrows flutter at its edges, while heat-tolerant microbes thrive in the steaming water, adding life to the living stone. And then, in Yunnan, China, rises the stone forest. Thousands of towering limestone pillars stand like fossilized trees, each shape unique, each one a silent legend carved by millions of years of wind and rain. The towering stone pillars of China's stone forest can reach up to 131 feet high, forming surreal towers and strange sculpted shapes that leave visitors in awe. From different angles, the scenery transforms. Smaller stacked stones lead to massive spires that rise like silent stone mountains. According to local Yi legend, these trees were turned to stone to protect a forbidden love, a love so strong it defied time and became eternal in stone. Far away in the Philippines lie the mystical chocolate hills of Bohol. Over 1,260 spherical hills scattered across 20 square miles. During the rainy season, they wear a cloak of lush green, but in the dry season, they turn dark brown, like a field of chocolate rising from the earth, ranging from 98 to 394 feet in height. These hills draw scientists to study and wanderers to simply wonder. Beyond their surreal beauty, the chocolate hills are tied to ancient legends. Giants once hurled stones at each other, shaping the land into a sea of rounded hills. Here, you don't just admire the view, you listen to the whispers of mythology, where nature becomes legend and legend becomes landscape. Far away, where Brazil meets Guyana and Venezuela, rises Mount Roraima, a tabletop giant standing over 9,200 feet high, a mountain with its peak sliced flat by the hand of a god. What makes it truly extraordinary is the ecosystem trapped on its summit, isolated, ancient, where plants and creatures exist that can be found nowhere else on Earth. Its sheer cliffs and eternal mist give it an aura unlike any other mountain, a place suspended between mystery and sky. If these wonders stirred something within you, leave a comment, drop a like, and share this journey with someone who still believes in the magic of our planet. And don't forget to subscribe, because there's still so much left to discover together. Mount Roraima was shaped over millions of years by erosion, creating an ancient rocky world, isolated from the rest of the planet, where rare and strange life forms exist in quiet solitude. From this misty mountain, we move to Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat on Earth, stretching over 4,000 square miles across the White Desert. During the rainy season, it becomes a vast mirror reflecting the sky, where the horizon vanishes and Earth becomes one with the heavens. The salt crust forms perfect hexagons, so precise they seem etched by something divine. Locals say this land was born from the tears and milk of the goddess Tunupa, a giant woman betrayed by love. And when strange lights flicker on the salt, they believe Tunupa is weeping still. This is more than a geological wonder. It is where surreal beauty and sacred legend intertwine, where nature is not just seen, but deeply felt. Santorini, a volcanic island cradled by the southern Aegean Sea. Its towering cliffs encircle a sunken caldera, as if Earth itself holds a secret beneath the waves. The beaches shimmer with black, red, and white sands, sculpted from volcanic ash, painting a landscape born of fire and ocean. Whitewashed houses with blue domes cling to the cliffs, reflecting the sea and sky in perfect harmony. And as the sun begins to fall, golden light bathes every wall, every window, casting the island in a glow that feels eternal. Once the heart of the ancient Minoan civilization, Santorini was nearly erased by a cataclysmic eruption 3,600 years ago. Yet today it stands, radiant and timeless, as if beauty could rise from ash. When night falls in the Maldives, the shoreline begins to glow with ethereal blue light. As each wave crashes, millions of dinoflagellates, a kind of plankton, burst into brilliance, painting a trail of stars across the water's surface. This bioluminescent phenomenon occurs when plankton react to motion, turning the sea into a celestial sky at your feet. It usually appears between April and November, when warmer waters create the perfect conditions for growth. Yet no one can predict the exact moment. It depends on plankton density, the weather, and a little bit of wonder. To witness this spectacle, visitors join night tours, waiting quietly until the sea begins to shimmer like magic. And then, in Peru's Atacama Desert, lies Huacachina, a lush green oasis surrounded by golden dunes. Existing for thousands of years, this natural lake proves that even in the harshest desert, life can bloom in beauty. What makes Huacachina truly special is the presence of fresh water in a lifeless desert, a place where life shouldn't exist at all. Fed by underground springs and rare rainfall, this green lake glows against the towering dunes, a perfect contrast between silence and survival. An oasis in every sense, where life blooms in defiance of the dry. Beyond its serenity, Huacachina also draws adventurers with sandboarding and dune bashing across golden slopes. Then, across the ocean, along the Oregon coast in the US, lies Thor's Well, a gaping hole in the rocks, about 20 feet deep. With every rising tide, the sea rushes in, crashing and erupting in a furious display like the earth exhaling a hidden storm. Its mix of raw power and beauty makes Thor's Well unlike anything else on Earth. Who would imagine such a small hole could summon the ocean itself? Thor's Well, shaped by relentless ocean waves over thousands of years, a place where the sea reveals its wildest secrets. For those drawn to nature's mystery and raw power, this is a sanctuary of wonder. And then, we drift to the Middle East, where the Dead Sea lies between Jordan and Israel, the lowest place on Earth, 1,411 feet below sea level. With salt content over 34%, nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean, you can float effortlessly, even read a book while lying back on the water's surface. Its black mineral-rich mud is prized for beauty and healing, used by ancient Egyptians and Cleopatra herself. Though no fish or plants survive, rare microbes endure, and the surrounding deserts host desert foxes, migrating birds, and air rich in oxygen. The Dead Sea, where death becomes restoration. Fly Geyser, a bizarre hot water spring hidden deep in Nevada's desert, accessible only by special routes and permission as it sits on private land. It began after a drilling attempt in the early 20th century when geothermal water burst upward and minerals started to build layer upon layer. Today, the structure stands around 12 feet tall. Still growing, still alive with color and motion, what makes Fly Geyser truly remarkable is its constant eruption. And its surreal colors, shifting with light, weather, and the presence of living microorganisms. This is one of nature's rare surprises, born not purely from wilderness, but from an accidental collaboration between man and earth. Standing before it, many feel like they're staring at something from another world. A quiet reminder that nature still knows how to astonish us, even when it wasn't part of the plan. If these wonders stirred something within you, leave a comment, drop a like, and share this journey with someone who still believes in the magic of our planet. And don't forget to subscribe, because there's still so much left to discover together. Uluru, a colossal sandstone monolith rising 348 meters high with a circumference of nearly 10 kilometers. Its vibrant red hue shifts with the sun, glowing like fire at sunrise and sunset. But Uluru is more than a geological marvel. It is sacred land for the Anangu people, the indigenous custodians of this region. Ancient rock paintings and carvings tell stories of creation, ancestors, and spirits, echoing through time across its surface. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Uluru draws travelers from around the world, while standing as a beacon of cultural respect and preservation. Then, in East Java, Indonesia, rises Kawah Ijen, a volcano crowned by a turquoise acid lake, among the largest acid lakes on Earth, and home to a rare spectacle, the blue fire phenomenon, flames that burn bright in the heart of night. The glowing blue flames of Kawah Ijen are born from burning sulfur gas, creating a magical, otherworldly glow in the dead of night. In this surreal light, local miners carry heavy sulfur loads from the crater's edge, enduring brutal conditions with quiet strength. This volcano is not only a natural marvel, but a sacred place, a symbol of protection and resilience for the surrounding community. Then, across the desert plains of Peru, lie the Nazca Lines, among the world's most perplexing archaeological wonders, Vast geoglyphs of monkeys, birds, plants, and strange humanoid forms stretch for miles, alongside hundreds of straight lines and geometric patterns, and yet they're only fully visible from above. Though the Nazca had no aerial technology, they created something far beyond their time. Some believe the lines map the stars. Others suggest they were messages, not for us. But for someone watching from the sky, if you want to continue discovering untold mysteries, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because the next video might change the way you see the universe.